Hello, good morning. I'm going to give a demo on ODI web services. So I'm going to achieve with this Jboss and ODI. So make sure this all these downloads are in your machine. ODI 11.1.1.7, SOAP UI, Jboss 6.1, OJDBC 6 jar, JDK. Make sure this version will support for this ODI, and Oracle DB release 2 I have downloaded. Yes, everything is downloaded and installed. Make sure Jboss home is set and JDK home is set. Okay, let's go to a brief understanding of what ODI web services is. Okay, here when you go for ODI web services, there are three types you can make the ODI interact with web services. Like one is data services, runtime services, and third-party web services. Today we are going to discuss about data services, which basically do DML operation on in the tables. Okay, runtime services is nothing but agent services, like you'll be using Java EE agent, and ODI invoke third-party web services is nothing but you are going to do a invoke another third-party web service. Okay. These are the prerequisites, as I already told you. Today we are going to do steps to be followed is check whether the environment is ready, and ODI, Jboss, and SOAP UI. This is the order we are going to do. First is setting up the topology, then importing SKM, configuring data store, generating WSDL, and deploy it. Okay. First we'll go to the ODI. I have logged in as work. Okay, work is my execution, not an execution, it's a development environment. Here you need to go to the technologies, JAXWS. This is mandatory. Go to new data server, give some meaningful name where it is going to serve. Save directory. I'm going to give any of the directories in my system, this local machine. Mobile device. Okay, I'm just going to select this. Okay, and what is the URL? URL is nothing but your Jboss URL. How do you get that? HTTP localhost 8080. This is your Jboss URL. It's the default URL. You go to here, paste it. That should be fine. Okay, so data server is created. You need to create one. Default is sorry, this is already installed. Jboss server, you need to create one schema, new physical schema, give any name, Jboss default schema, let it be like this. Now go to the logical architecture, JAXWS as a technology. Give new logical schema, Give any logical schema name you want. I'm giving Jboss underscore server as it is for the physical schema. I'm going to select default physical schema that already I have created. I'm going to save it. Okay. Next is Oracle. I already created a data server BID01. I'm given eStage is password, and I have given Oracle. I have given my local connection string. This is fine. I'm testing the connection. Before testing the connection, make sure your agent is running. Yes, agent is running in my machine. First you test the agent. Yes, agent is successful. Next you go to the connection. Physical is the name of the agent I have given. Successful connection. This is fine. Okay. So in this is Oracle connection. This is as usual you will be doing like JXWS. You will be creating a data server. In that you will be creating a connection, schema. Similarly, logical architecture, you will be creating a logical schema. So these are the parameters you will be entering in: name of the server, username and password, and connection string, JDBC driver, and this is my local JDBC driver, and this is my schema, logical schema. I have connected with this, and I'm testing the connection, and it is working fine. Okay. Let's go one by one based on the agenda. So setting up the topology, this is done. Next, go and import the SKM, service knowledge module. Go to the designer. I have created a, before import, I'm creating a project ODI Data Services. Save this project. Your project will appear here. Now go to the knowledge module section. In the service knowledge module, right click, import knowledge module. Okay. So this, where is this located? I'll show you where is that. This is my structure of ODI. In this XML reference, Oracle ODI, will be navigating through this page. You need to point to this page. If you're pointing to this page, I'll copy paste and point. So this is the location. Okay. Open. If you give open, you'll be getting this numerous items. Today I'm going to do Jboss as a server, Oracle database as my I'm going to do DML operation basically on Oracle database. You can do any other database of your instance. It's open to you. I'm going to select SKM Oracle for this. Click on OK. It's importing. Yeah, it's imported. Now you can able to see this SKM Oracle. So importing is done. I'm going to create a new model. Demo. I'm going to give a name demo. In this, what is the technology? This is Oracle technology. Okay. Each stage is the logical schema I have created. Let it be. Now go to reverse engineer. Okay. I have created a table test 01. I'll show you. It's an E-stage schema. I'm going to execute this. ESTG test 01, execute. I have created a table, or else I'll create a table. Okay, create table ESTG test 02 as select a table is created with E-stage. Okay, this is fine. Just I'm going to give only one numeric column so that it will be easy for you to follow. And reverse engineering, select, the table appears here. If you give reverse engineer, do you want to save? Yes. Okay, now go to the services tab. Application server, Jboss server is my logical schema. Namespace, when you put a mouse on that, it will be showing like namespace, enter like this. Okay, http www.mycompany.com/ws model name, http www.mycompany.com/ws, what is model name? It is E-stage. What's my package? com.mycompany.ws.model name. Okay, ws.model name. Data source, I'll tell you this later. Just give us Oracle. Okay, what is name of the data service? Okay, ws.model name. This should be fine. Select the SKM, it will appear here, which you have reverse engineered. This is from which project? ODI DataServices project. Okay, this is SKM Oracle from ODI DataServices project. Go to deployed, you'll see you can checkbox here, or I'll show you one thing. If you go to the data store, deploy as a data service, it will appear here. I'll give, you can close this and open the same. You'll be getting that same. It should be checkboxed. Whichever data stores you want to make as a web service, you can make this checkbox activate. Okay, now this is the service name, this is the publish entry, so let it be as it is. Now one thing you need to make sure, it should have a key, primary key. Why? That is a question. Okay, if you are going to do some DML operation, insert, delete, update, and select. You don't need a key, but for inserting or deleting a data you need a key, because which record you are going to delete, and for doing updating operation also you need a key. For inserting, selecting, you don't need a key. So this is mandatory to give a key, and I'm giving a primary key. Let it be this is for ID column, so I'm making it as primary key ID. Okay, now go to this area, data store, go to the model. Now drag down to the bottom, you will be getting some option called generate and deploy. Now generate and deploy. I'm going to choose a different location. This must be any of the location in your desktop. ODI open tools. Okay, I'll create a folder here. Deployments. And make sure this is a context, the context which you are choosing is correct, and make all these 3. Okay, this is fine. When you go to the deployments folder, you'll be seeing all these 3. So this is our deployable. The source will be generated here. It has a WSDL. This is the WSDL name you need to check with. Okay, this is fine. So what is a WSDL name? How will you go and check that whether it is working or not? I have generated. I need to deploy this. Let us overview. We have set up the topology, we had imported the SKM, we have configured the data store, and we have generated the WSDL. Now we need to deploy this. Before deploying this, we'll go through all this process. Start the Jboss. I'll show you my Jboss is started. Yes. Install JDBC driver, configure data source, and how to deploy. Starting Jboss is nothing but go to the Jboss. This is my Jboss structure. I have standalone. If you click enter, this standalone will be starting the Jboss. Next, what is installing JDBC driver? Okay, I'll go to the Jboss section. This is my administration console. It will ask for a login and password. I already created a login and password. Go to the profile. Now you need to add the data sources. Let it be test. This is where I told you this JNDI name and an Oracle demo. In this, the JNDI name both should be same. Okay, this is fine. Next, what is this? It comes with the default H2 driver. Now we need to install the driver, JDBC driver, in the Jboss. This is nothing but go to the modules, create a folder com, create a folder JDBC, create a folder main. Okay, com JDBC main. In this, place all these items. module XML, and this. Copy this. Before that, make sure everything is ready. I'm editing with notepad. Okay. The directory structure should be here, JDBC. If you want to create any directory structure, that should be here. What is the jar? This is the jar I'm using, so these two are mandatory. Now I'm going to close this. Okay, I'm going to place both these two. Before that, stop the Jboss, copy this and paste this. So in this module section, I have com JDBC main, and I have placed one XML document called module. Second is or OJDBC jar. Okay. Now go to the command prompt and need to give some command. Okay. Like now you go and start the Jboss standalone. Again, let it start. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Go to Jboss CLI. You need to connect to this environment. Okay. Next, you need to give this command. I'll show you what this command is. So JDBC is a folder, the folder which you have created. If you are giving MySQL as folder, give whatever the naming convention you want. This is the driver name. This is also the three parameters: JDBC and com.jdbc. You need to make sure this everything is made correct. Okay, these three are the folder names: JDBC and JDBC. This is the driver, Oracle driver. I'm going to paste this. Once you have pasted, give enter. This is success. Okay, again you try to make this. It will show failed because duplicate resource it's already available. Okay, the first time we run, right, that is what the installation mean. Now go to the same. I think the session would have expired. Localhost 8080 I have connected. Go to the admin console. It went to the admin console. Now what you need to make, go to the profile, data sources, add data source, give some meaningful name. This is, I'm doing a demo, Java, Oracle, JNDI name. Give next. Your JDBC driver appears here. Okay, you can choose JDBC driver and go to next. Connection URL. Let me make this easy. I'll get the connection string. I'll go to the topology, JDBC. This is my connection string. Okay, paste it. What's the username? Give the high level username. High level username is DBA username. My high level username is system. That's all. Your created one data source. Now what you have to make it is enable it. Before enabling, make sure connection is okay. It's asking for enable this. Let us enable this. Confirm. Now test the connection. Successfully connected to database demo. This is good. Click OK. Now let us see where we are in the agenda. We have started the Jboss. I showed you how to stop and how to restart, and I have installed JDBC driver. Second step is fine. Configure data source. Data source is nothing but which you have done in the admin console. Once the driver is installed, you're configuring this data source. Next is how to deploy. Deployment is nothing but copy paste. Go to the deployments folder. This is the var you have. Okay, copy this. Where you will paste this, go to the Jboss structure. This Jboss structure standalone deployments, nothing but paste it here. It will be showing how it is deploying. Refresh this. Okay, is deploying. It's in the status. Now it is deployed. Okay, very good. Now once it is deployed, go to the check this whether it is working fine. Localhost services. Okay, what is this visitor name? You need to make sure what is the visitor name. Here in generated, in this visitor folder is created. Okay, this is the visitor name. Copy this, paste it here, give question mark SDL. Okay, it's showing some error. Let's go back to here. The same name you need to give there, else you will be getting some error. I'll go back to the document. Oh, okay, got it. So it should be localhost 8080 var file name and visitor name and WSDL. Okay, nothing. HTTP localhost. Okay, what's my var file name? Okay, I'll go and see what is my var file name. Demo is my var file name. This is nothing but project name. WS test 02 SDL. Okay, you should get like this. So many methods will be written here. You need to get like this. If you are getting the previous page this error, then you are not correctly generated the Vestal. It's a problem in Vestal. Now copy this location, keep it like this. Now SOAP UI, I have already installed SoapUI, a demo version. Now you need to open that. I think it's opening. Let me go to SoapUI. Okay, it's opening. Now let us go back to the document and see what is happening. Okay, setting topology done, import SKM done, configuring data store done, generate Vistal done, deployment is done. Okay, starting Jboss, install JDBC driver, and configuring data source and how to deploy. Now you need to go and check whether the operations which we have mentioned is happening or not. Okay, I'm applying for a trial. Okay, now remind me later. I don't have a license. I have downloaded the latest, a pro version, like 10 days or 15 days of use. Now what will I do is new SoapUI project, the one which we have taken a copy of this Vistal link is the project name for this. Sorry, it's not a project name. I can give ODI DataServices. Vistal name is the input for this. Click OK. Okay, you'll be creating a project like this. Fine. You have, these are all the methods. Okay, add test, delete test, get test, and update test. Add is nothing but add operation. Click on this, show request editor. Okay, go to the XML page. This is ID which is the column name. Give me a minute. In the table, stg.test_02. Anyway, the session would have expired. I'll log in again. Pasting the same, execute. You have the ID 1 here. Okay, now I'll go to the SoapUI. I'll give some other new ID. Okay, I'll give 2. Execute this. Again in the output prompt, not affected, one row is affected. Okay, so click execute. 2 is inserted. Now the 2 which I have inserted, I'm going to delete that. I'll show you in one more example. If you insert again, it will show an error like unable to insert or update a row duplicate, because primary key is pk_id is there. Okay, what I will do is, next open this show in request editor, delete operation. I am deleting 2. ID 2 I have inserted, right? I'm going to delete that. So once you click run and go to the output section, you'll be getting NBF factor is 1, so the row which we have selected inserted is deleted. Execute this again, you don't see this 2 again. Okay, okay, so this is how you do. For update you need 2 or more columns. You cannot update the primary key. And get operation, with this get operation you can communicate to the other team and give this request and ask them to see your table data. So this is how the insert, delete, update and select operation happens in the ODI, that is exposing to the other environment using the web services. Now everything is all set, and this add is nothing but insert operation, delete is nothing but deleting the records, get is nothing but selecting the records, and update is nothing but updating the records. This is how the ODI web service works, and I have integrated with Jboss environment. Jboss as an application server, Oracle database, Oracle 11G, and all these is for demo purpose. And thank you everybody.